So in previous videos, especially the beginner series, we talked about the shooting fundamentals. And one of the main shooting fundamentals, the most important one, was your trigger press. And you want to be sure that you're pressing the trigger appropriately to then be able to get an accurate shot. One of the drills that I like to use is, it's kind of a good warm-up drill for everyone, but I really like to use it on beginner shooters, is what we call the 50-50 drill. Now I'll explain this and then I'll kind of show you how the drill works and kind of why we do it. So you're going to need, well, let's back up again. So what the drill is I said the 50-50 drill. You're going to take your magazine, you're going to put it into your gun, you're going to chamber around, then you're going to remove the magazine. You are then going to take a shot, and then after you take your shot with the live round, you're going to come back out and you're going to give it a dry fire. So you're going to press that trigger again like you would if you actually had a live round in there. And what this is doing is it's going to show you whether or not you're flinching or if you're pressing that trigger correctly, because you can see that in whether or not the gun goes down or moves or the barrel dips forward. And a lot of times when you're out shooting, it's hard to see that when you're actually shooting a live round. You can look at the target and kind of get an idea of what you're doing, but a lot of times the student or the person who is actually firing the gun will kind of need to see that for themselves. So this is the perfect drill. Now I've taken this drill and I've had entire classes run this for 50 rounds. 50 rounds. And everyone comes out with a better trigger press in the end. So let me show you how that's going to work. Now when you're out shooting on the range, obviously you want eye and ear pro, which I have on today. You never want to shoot without it. Safety first. So find my magazine here. So got the magazine in, I'm going to chamber around, then I'm going to take the magazine out. This is an important part of it. You want to remove that magazine. Then you're going to get the proper stance, the proper grip. You're going to come out onto the target, take your first shot, and give it a dry fire. And you're going to do that over and over again. And what's going to happen is eventually you know what's going on. So everyone's going to try to be really good, and that's what we want. We want them to press the trigger appropriately, not flinch and not jerk that trigger. But pretty soon, those monsters, those evil monsters are going to rear their ugly head, and you're going to see what you're doing. So I'll do a couple more of those for you, and we will keep an eye on it. I mean, I'm not perfect. It could very well happen to me, as it does usually when I have friends here watching me shoot. So we'll go ahead and do this a few more times. Magazine in, chamber around, remove the magazine. Magazine in, chamber around, remove the magazine. Take the shot, come back for the dry fire. Magazine in, chamber around, remove the magazine. Come down, take the dry fire. And what you're looking for is, I'll demonstrate what you're looking for. What you're looking for is to make sure you don't do this. Take the shot, and then flinch. You don't want to flinch. That's what we're trying to avoid, is flinching. So that is called the 50-50 drill, and you can do that over and over and over and over again. In fact, I do recommend sometimes when you go out to shoot, sometimes just an hour or two of just doing different drills or working on one drill is a great way to kind of refine your fundamentals, refine your skills, develop those neural pathways to doing it over and over again correctly. So I would encourage you to just go out and do that and get better at shooting.